I wanted to talk about AI art today, which is artificial intelligence generated art via text. Ever since I realized that that exists and it's now a thing, I've been having a lot of thoughts about it. And I'm sure if you heard of it too, that you probably know it's a pretty controversial topic and a lot of artists feel very intimidated by it. Some of the people really love it, some of the people really hate it, and I just wanted to share my thoughts. So this video contains exclusively my opinions and how I feel about things. And yeah, it's just kind of a chill vlog and chill chat with a traditional artist who is talking about AI art. While I talk about it, I am gonna show you the process of painting this sketchbook painting. It's acrylics on paper and the name of the painting is The Pumpkin Lovers. So I hope you enjoy this process. So how I first heard of this new phenomenon was about a month or 2 months ago. Me and my partner were talking and he said something about this AI art piece that had won a contest and that supposedly people didn't know it was artificially intelligence generated art. So yeah, it won and then people were furious, other artists that joined the contest. So I have dived a little bit deeper into this, and my source of today's information is NewYorkTimes.com, and the article about this artwork, I'm gonna actually share the link down below. But yeah, what this article says, that this year at Colorado State Fair's annual art competition, Jason M. Allen created artwork with Midjourney, which is supposedly this generator for AI art, and it turns the text into imagery. So you put the text in there and this generator creates the image of this text. Many people hated on him, claiming he's not a real artist and that this new thing, those generators are actually the death of artistry. Some people said it was comparable to using Photoshop and that it was with his creativity that he wrote the text. So those algorithms are actually teaching themselves using imagery from the internet, and some say that is ripping off real artists and that is wrong and that is plagiarism, because supposedly this generator works like that. It takes the images from the internet connected with those texts, and it learns from the artists that posted the photos of their art or their art on the internet, and then algorithm kinda teaches himself how to paint certain things, and then it paints them or makes them. At the end of the article, Mr. Allen says that it's people who made the technology and that there are people to blame for it, and that technology itself is not the bad guy here. And it closes with saying that art is dead and the AI had won and the humans lost. And that is the pretty dramatic way to end this article. I don't know if this was taken out of context or this artist, this Jason M. Allen guy, really said that, but yeah, I actually don't agree with this end. I have also heard on the latest artists podcast and from the YouTubers and stuff that artists feel very threatened, and I can totally understand that. I myself am a traditional artist and I primarily do art to support myself, and I intend to keep it that way, and I intend to grow in this way and support myself even better with my art, and I want this to be my career. So I'm talking today from that perspective of a traditional artist. But I also don't know much about technology, and my opinions can change through time. In fact, they already did change, because in the beginning, when I first heard about this, When my partner told me about this contest, my first reaction was that I was against it. I thought it wasn't fair, and I thought this isn't real art. And I, of course, felt threatened right away because I thought about artists losing their jobs, and no one is gonna hire artists anymore if they can do art so easily as just typing in a text and getting those beautiful images. But through the last couple of weeks, I kind of look at that AI art, and it really is beautiful to me. There are some of the AI art Instagram accounts that share such a beautiful imagery, and it's also elegant and flowy and realistic, and it really blows my mind. And I can't possibly look at it as 100% bad. In fact, I think I can learn a lot from looking at AI art. It renders things really beautifully, and it uses a really beautiful combinations of colors. And in the past weeks, it was a beautiful source of inspiration for me, for my traditional art that I didn't have before. But back on the topic of a threat to artists, I think that fine artists that paint for a living and are really good at it, and consistent and have their unique styles, for example, Soy Milk, James Jean, those are just two of them, Mark Ryden, and I'm sure that hundreds of others on and off the internet, they cannot be replaced, No human can be replaced. And I think that artists that have their unique style and their brand, or have good personalities and are really artsy and good people, and people like to watch them on the internet or go to their gallery openings, they are not gonna lose their jobs because of AI art. Because people enjoy their art and people pay for their art because they want their art. It's not just about the art, it's about that they did it, I think. And yeah, for me, I intend to be that kind of artist, that have my own style. I'm my unique person. I want to inspire people and make people happier with my art and with my personality alongside, with my truth, with my honesty. I think those go hand in hand, and no machine can replace that with its paintings. The one thing I think it's maybe, I wouldn't say threatened, but can be replaced in some ways in the future is specific illustrations for, children's books or tabletop games or something like that. Because if a client doesn't care about who paints it and doesn't care about the style, they just want the epic pictures for their books, I think this could replace a real human artist, and I don't know if it will, but that is how I think. But I think that every new thing, every new technology also opens new ways of work for humans, Maybe in the future there will be a human AI artist that will know how to do AI art really well, and clients will pay them to do this consistent great art. I don't know, they will know the algorithm really well, and they will gain a skill of writing those texts or something, and yeah, people will hire them to do the work, and AI artists will become a job, a career. Maybe some of the illustrators that do primarily illustrations for clients will love the AI programs because they will make their work way quicker and cheaper, because it really takes about a few minutes to do the artwork in these AI programs. And I'm sure if you have a skill and if you really know how to do it, that it can take amazingly less time than painting traditionally. So I am an eternal optimist, and I don't really feel like AI art will steal the jobs from traditional artists. But I don't know. Again, I'm just talking about my thoughts on it. And maybe it will also be good for artists that don't really like the process of painting or doing art, but really have a lot of amazing ideas and want to just get them out. Who knows how much this technology will improve through time? Who knows, maybe in 100 years you will put stuff on your head and imagine an image and the computer will paint it for you. I don't know, that would be kind of cool. I mean, I like the process of painting, but getting out ideas that quickly would be cool. If you're an artist and you know you have to do that for the rest of your life, that you could not do anything else, I think there will be a way for you to do art. That probably a traditional art will always be a separate genre that people will prefer over other genres, and it will have its charm and its uniqueness. And yeah, I think we should not stress about it. And that's because I don't think we can stop it. The technology is going forward, whether we like it or not. And I just try not to resist it and try to think about how to welcome it and how to work with it together to create something even greater. I think almost everything, even if it's bad, it can be used as a good thing. In the past, a lot of stuff was looked at as a threat. People were always intimidated by machines, were always afraid of losing their jobs because of machines. This article said a good point, and it was that when the photography started, artists were also very threatened and said that it is the end of the art because now people can take photos and no one will hire artists anymore. But that is not true. We are all here today, and I understand that we feel threatened by chance that someone is better, and we get scared of the unknown because we are the people, and that's normal. But the world always evolved and we are still here. So yeah, I am a big believer in just, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And that is what I wanted to say today. As I mentioned before, I used AI art for a couple of paintings of mine because it was a real great inspiration for me and a real great source of reference photos, loose reference photos of course, but it uses a lot of great compositions, and this computer stuff really puts colors in a beautiful way together sometimes. But yeah, if you want me to talk a bit more about how I think we can use this artificial intelligence art to our advantage, you can comment down below and I will do a video about that. Yeah, I just realized I cannot put everything I think about it in one video. So comment down below if you want to see that or not. It's okay if you don't. It's okay if you don't like it or you just don't care. No worry. But anyways, if you came to the end of this video, thank you so much for listening to me ramble. Please give it a like and subscribe, it helps me so much. I also have an Etsy shop where I sell my traditional original art and my prints and my stickers, and yeah, everything is down below in the description box, along with my Instagram link where I post everything that's going on behind the scenes in the studio, processes of my work, progress photos, everything. So you can follow me there also. Thank you so much, and yeah, everything will be alright.